9 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 134 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Utrecht, the Netherlands, presenting the #1 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, the challenger, Germaine, the Iron Lady, de Randamie. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding a professional record, 18 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 134 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Bahia, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Amanda, the Lioness, Nunes.
Both of you have been given your instructions. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
You're right, Joe. Amanda Nunes was not always the object of everybody's affection, and she has this crowd eaten out of her hands tonight. Nunes, a -380 betting favorite, taking on Germaine de Randamie, who comes back at +300.
Ma'am, are you ready? Ma'am, are you ready? Fight!
She is not just a woman who wins. She's a woman who has stopped every single women's bantamweight champion in the first round. That's how good she is.
Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. De Randamie in blue, Amanda Nunes in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Now already we're seeing a very technical fight. Ooh, big right hand over the top.
That's her best punch. She fades low. And De Randamie's very powerful herself.
Nemiroff bold character since 1872.
De Randamie's got to stay away from the cage. Oh, big takedown.
Beautiful level change by the champ.
When she put De Randamie down in their first meeting, that was the beginning of the end for Germaine. We'll see how Nunes proceeds here.
We'll see how much De Randamie has improved her ground game and her defense off her back. Oh, look at this guillotine.
Oh, yeah, it's tight, it's tight.
De Randamie's in real trouble.
She's trying to fight the hands. De Randamie's trying to fight the hands.
Her head is almost out. There it is.
Nice job by Germaine. Greets Nunes with a short left hand. 2 minutes have gone by here, round 1.
Amanda has got to clear this tie clinch. You don't want to be sitting in the tie clinch with Germaine de Randamie. We've seen her in fights like this before.
And her clamp is excellent. The way she clamps the whole neck is excellent.
She's burying her head into the side of Amanda Nunes, which not only helps it, it keeps her in tighter in that position.
Amanda's free now, and Amanda looks for the takedown and gets it again. Sucks those legs in. Ooh. Big ground and pound by the champ.
Beautiful ground and pound by Amanda Nunes. She's got her stacked up. It's so crazy, too, because there used to be questions about Amanda's cardio, but the fights have been so fast lately that there's not been questions. But if you can withstand the rush, right? If you can stay longer, has Amanda fixed that? She showed it in the fights with Valentina Shevchenko that she has.
Nunes picking her spots well here.
Nasty ground and pound. Good up kick by De Randamie.
Germaine staying collected here, coming up on 90 seconds to go in the round.
And because Amanda's so powerful, you cannot just jiu-jitsu stand up. Because if you run into a strike, you'll be in trouble.
Oh, big ground strikes here after Nunes cleared the legs.
Oh, nice up kick there. De Randamie needs to turn.
De Randamie's in big trouble.
Oh, man.
The fight's going to stop.
She's getting pounded.
Keith Peterson's got to push over.
She's not turning to wrestle. She's trying to just hold position. She needs to
turn belly.
You got to go to belly. You got to turn to a single. If you're De Randamie, you have to do something. Because, again, now you've taken a lot of that damage. If she can get to the next round.
Arm triangle.
Oh, arm triangle. She's getting it.
Oh, that's it.
That's tight.
Amanda's going to splay out.
She's going to tap.
She's going to tap. Well, she's using the right defense to answer the phone defense.
Yeah, but look at her hand.
It only takes a certain amount of time.
She's got to stay tight, keep pulling at that arm.
Oh, she's going, put the knee on the belly.
De Randamie survives.
Wow.
Oh, slicing elbows now. Up kick for Germaine.
And this again, like just these actions, right, keeps Peterson off of him. 15 seconds now to the end of the round.
A lot of output, a lot of energy expended by Nunes here to try to finish the fight. Looks like De Randamie is going to survive.
Incredible.
And see the stool. Wow.
Wow.
Reproduction or distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law. Round 2 of a possible 5. Amanda Nunes and Germaine de Randamie.
But if you're De Randamie now, you got to get a little more aggressive. Because just standing there, you know what can happen under Amanda Nunes.
And she goes immediately with the high kick. Oh, she's swinging. De Randamie swinging. Oh, beautiful low kick by Amanda. Nice jab by De Randamie.
Yeah, that De Randamie jab got Nunes' attention for a moment.
There's another one.
UFC 245 is brought to you by 6 Underground, a new film from director Michael Bay and Ryan Reynolds, only on Netflix.
That low calf kick, Amanda's landed several of those.
Germaine's actually checking him, and as I said, she's got to be careful throwing those outside kicks because De Randamie will return with a right hand. And that one really did it staggered Amanda a little bit.
Right hand by De Randamie.
Amanda has to wrestle here. She needs to get back to wrestling.
Germaine has landed a couple big rights in this round.
And more importantly, Germaine is controlling the center of the octagon. She's not getting pressed up against the cage, so she can back up when Amanda comes forward. She has space. Like right there. Oh,
that's a beautiful level change by Amanda. I mean, that's a beautiful level change. We talked about the better takedown defense of De Randamie. It does not matter when you're beat that badly on the entry.
She had stuffed 22 straight shots in the UFC coming into this fight, but of course, Amanda Nunes was not the woman trying to take her down.
De Randamie might be just trying to get a stand-up here. If she just clinches and holds on, maybe she thinks Keith Peterson will stand him up. And he might. If the audience starts booing, that's honestly, that's a big factor.
Nunes was landing body strikes, but Keith Peterson with a quick trigger.
Was a little fast.
Maybe he heard me.
Midway through round 2.
Peterson doesn't want the action to stop at all.
Well, I don't believe in any stand-ups. I really don't. Oh! Question mark kick.
It's been a long time since we have seen Nunes experience any sort of adversity.
By De Randamie. Amanda's getting her tight.
I like how De Randamie's framing her off.
She's framing her off. If she can get away, that will be very discouraging for the champ.
Oh, big knee, big knee. Amanda got hurt.
We have got a fight.
She's hanging on. She got hurt. Again, going high with that knee. This is the most trouble we've seen Amanda in a long time. She's framing her off again.
Amanda has to react right away, man. She can't stand there and wait for De Randamie to attack.
Amanda's shooting in low. She
Got
gets
another
it.
takedown, yep. This is exactly what she needed. Amanda needs to steady herself a little bit, right? Everything's moving so fast. She's experiencing something that she hasn't for a long time, and she's having to wrestle more than she does normally, so that will fatigue you a little bit if you're not careful.
And let's see what kind of butterfly guard de Randamie has. Does she elevate Amanda, or does she just sit here? She's got to elevate her. She's got to lift those hips up, but that requires energy. But the proper way to use this position, she's got to put weight. She's got to carry some of Amanda's weight to keep Amanda from able to utilize those hips, and it'll reduce the amount of power that she can get in the ground and pound. Now she's in, triangle position, Amanda spins out of it. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. You get a person like Amanda Nunes in that position, you got to cinch it up quick.
Yeah, you're not going to just throw up a triangle. You got to really attack it. Yeah. You got to trick somebody like Amanda Nunes if you're going to get her in something like that.
Amanda looks tired.
Yeah, I mean, she's had to wrestle more than she has in a long time.
And she's experienced adversity. She's been hit.
And hit hard.
Hit hard.
Cut those takedowns.
Well, Germaine was expectant that she was going to get a lot of this. The takedown defense has not held up all that well. She has been able to minimize some of the ground damage, though.
Well, she convinced Keith Peterson to stand her up once. She's got to hold on, and she's got to get the full guard. If she can do that.
Oh, she's sliding that leg across. The crucifix.
The Nunes corner wanted more activity, more ground and pound when she was able to secure a takedown. Now trying to manipulate some limbs here.
Well, you see Amanda reaching back to try to clear that left hand. She can almost put the Randamie in a half guard position if she's not careful.
Wrist control. Wrist control and elbow. Hand control and elbow. That's what you want.
Mike Brown there in the corner of Amanda Nunes.
There's an elbow. Jermaine's still trying to use that cage. The difference in grappling is substantial.
Yeah, it's massive.
Jermaine's grappling is almost entirely defensive. Nasty. These are big elbows.
Got through.
Big elbows by the champion Amanda Nunes.
There's an kick.
She cooked it. She's hurt. She's hurt.
Man.
She's hurt.
Amanda's not leading with her hips, trying to clear Jermaine's feet. You should always lead with your hips whenever you go into somebody's guard, land on their back.
She got stunned with that up kick. Germaine should be scrambling here to try to get to her feet.
She's waiting too much. She should take single leg here. Turn to her right hip. Take a single.
She just doesn't have the grappling skill to maneuver. She's blocking these shots, though.
Like that.
There it is.
That's
there
all
it
you
is.
got to
There
do
it
is
is.
that. That'll get you back to your feet.
And there it is. And she's up.
I mean, that's worst case scenario for Amanda.
But she's got to separate and get out of there.
Right back to the ground late in the round.
Amanda is doing a great job of wrestling and just going to the next position. She's like a step ahead of Germaine de Randamie in the grappling.
Big third round for the champion.
Big third round. But let's look at that up kick from the bottom. We're going to see the takedown from Amanda.
She still has a lot left in the tank despite all the output there in round 3.
A lot of respect from these two women. Jermaine's doing a great job of checking those kicks. And Matt, she was looking for a big punch there.
Yeah, she starts to load up at the beginning of these rounds. Nunes attacks the body.
Look how she checks those low kicks.
Not a big action, just a slight turn.
Yeah.
See, but that's what happens, right? Every time she tries to overextend herself on a punch, punch, Amanda just changes levels, and she's so much more physical, it seems like, than de Randamie, that when she gets to her body or her legs, she's able to just take her down.
Well, she just got grappling strength, and Germaine just does not have that. Just not on the level that Amanda has it. Oh, big elbow.
But even here, right, why is de Randamie not trying to push? Shove the heads towards your legs to try to turn down to your knees and get back to your feet. Especially when now it seems as though you have the advantage on the feet.
Amanda Nunes has now tied Ronda Rousey for most takedowns in a women's UFC title fight with 6. Rousey took Misha takedown 6 times back at UFC 168. Big left there from Nunes.
The one thing Amanda's doing great on top is not allowing de Randamie to take an underhook, right? See how Germaine never gets the right underhook? Amanda's doing a great job of just controlling that arm so that Germaine can't escape from her.
If you're de Randamie here, what are you trying to do? You hip escaping? What are you doing?
Well, she can do a few things, but the problem is Amanda knows how to counter everything she wants to do. When Amanda's on top, the only thing that Germaine's going to be able to get off is what she got off before, when she got a hold of that. Say, oh, that was a big elbow. That was a big elbow. The problem is the difference in grappling is the difference between like a blue belt and a high-level black belt.
de Randamie's never won a fight by submission.
If Germaine's got to pull her elbow, just get out, just get out, get out, get out.
Look, that's just a mistake by de Randamie there. Not recognizing that now you got space, get out to the center of the octagon. She's right back down.
What strength right there by Amanda to throw her down like that.
Nunes unofficially 7 of 10 on her takedown attempts. Under 2 minutes to go here in round 4.
It's kind of crazy, though, because now Amanda's wrestling almost in a panic, right? It's like, I cannot be on my feet. I need to have this fight on the ground right now.
That was a power move, too. I also think that she has so much dominance on the ground. But that was a wake-up call. That was a wake-up call.
Well, I mean, she's tired. I mean, Amanda's tired.
She's exhausted.
You know, she's tired, and this is where she can rest. But Germaine's just as tired. They're going to get stood up here.
Can't rest for too long.
Yeah.
Keith don't play that, man. He's going to get him up. Keith don't play that. Look at him.
He's thinking about it. Get in there, Keith. You know you want to.
You know he does. Look at his face.
Oh, there's a big elbow.
Okay, now you can't. The champ postured up. The champ got off some damage. But, I mean, Amanda took 30 seconds to just lay there and rest.
He's still thinking about it.
He better not stop this position.
I bet he will.
No. You want to bet?
I'll bet you $5.
$5. Ain't no way he starts him up. Don't do this to
what happens.
He looks like he wants to.
Come on, Keith. I need the 5.
Peterson, don't you stand this thing up.
Hang on, Germaine.
Nunes doing just enough to avoid a stand-up. De Randamie trying to stall a little bit, control posture.
I got 18 seconds to make $5.
That Rogan money is going to probably feel much better than normal money. I'll tell you that much. That Rogan 5 is going to be nice in my pocket.
$20 minutes down.
$5. Dang. 5th and final.
Her 8th of the title fight.
Want to go double or nothing?
Yes. I definitely want to go double or nothing. I'm all in, actually. I can't tell you how much I'm in that they don't stand this thing up. Mike Brown told Amanda Nunes, one more takedown, then you got it. Like, that's going to be enough for you to retain your title. She went and got that takedown very early into this round. Let's see if she can end the fight like this. Because every second she's on the feet with Germaine de Randamie, she's under duress.
Germaine just simply does not have the ability to keep her off when it comes to the grappling. She just can't. But if Amanda doesn't watch her P's and Q's, she can get trapped up like she just did with that triangle.
I mean, but there are very simple things that de Randamie could be doing to try to advance her position on the bottom.
Yes.
First off, get a knee shield, right?
Yes.
Get your knee up and shield the man at the hips. Secondly, start fighting underhooks. Get into his side. Get to a hip to allow yourself to get up.
Keith Peterson watching the action here closely, but Nunes staying busy enough. A couple short right hands there.
But even this fight, right, says a lot about Amanda. Because there were times before where she was in fights like this, where she did not respond well. And right now, even though she's tired, she's got a tough opponent in front of her. She's responded, and she's still winning this fight going away.
Well, this is the first fight in a long time where she's looked vulnerable. The first fight. She's dominant, she's winning, but she's shown vulnerability for the first time in a long time.
In spots, right? Vulnerability in spots, not overall.
She went the distance with Valentina Shevchenko at UFC 215 back in 2017. That was a split decision win and the toughest fight that Nunes had had.
Yeah. Well, since those older fights. But even that fight, right? Valentina and Amanda were just striking. And she could do that all day. She's had to really put in some work tonight on the ground to keep Germaine where she needed her to be.
Well, if you're de Randamie and you're looking for more than a moral victory, you got to get urgent here. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, she should be in desperado mode. She should be putting the feet on the hips and kicking her off and flailing and just trying to get to her feet.
We talked about that earlier. You know how she could use her feet to get distance. Well, when you get distance, that gives Amanda a chance to land something big. So she's not trying to give Amanda space.
Crowd's getting restless.
That works in your favor.
Well, the ref had a quick trigger early in the fight with the stand-up. He has let Nunes work late in the fight.
Yeah, he's very inconsistent in that regard, right?
Well, I feel he's just waiting for Germaine to pin her down. If de Randamie could pin her down, Peterson will stop this. He will stand him up. He wants to very badly.
Head then body shot for Nunes.
But even from the bottom, right, de Randamie's kept the locked guard the whole time, right? You don't get away with a locked guard. You got to open your guard if you're going to get away from someone on top of you.
Less than a minute now to go. Finally, de Randamie changes position, but once again, unable to escape from Nunes.
Keep working.
So an early takedown in this fifth and final round for Nunes, and de Randamie has not been able to get back up. Now some separation.
But like even this, right, like before, you worried about the power of Nunes. Now you got to just get up.
Right. Hoping for a Hail Mary up kick. It does not land.
But now Nunes is in side control.
And Amanda can go to work now.
Well, it took 25 minutes, but another one bites the dust.